So every game must win now, he says. How fair an assessment do you think that is of where Arsenal are at right now, Sol?
Well, I think we have to give him time because obviously Mikel Arteta came in and he need time to assess the team. Obviously, we need a couple of transfer window to bring the players he want. But from the outside, I think Arsenal are a big mess, really. I know Arteta was going to sort it out. I actually played with him at Paris Saint-Germain many years ago. And the way he is, I've got no doubt he will make sure Arsenal are back at the standards they should be.
What was he like then?
He was already the way he is now. He's a leader, as a captain. He's not afraid to make big decisions. I remember he came at Paris Saint-Germain. He was a youngster. He came from Barcelona. He was 19, 20. I was just breaking through as well. I was 16, and he had already a big personality. He wasn't afraid to say it when he wasn't happy with something. His French was already very good, so I'm not surprised he became a manager because he was quite well aware of the tactical and management as well already at that age, and I'm sure he's going to get it right because he don't take anything lightly, and he's a big personality, a big character.
Yeah, he's got some big decisions. He's making some big decisions at the moment. Danny, Mesut Ozil not played a minute since the restart. Right, how much should we read into that? And is this a strong message that Mikel Arteta is sending out here?
I think so, and I think he needs to send a strong message out because obviously looking at Ozil at the moment, but one of the things I would say about Arsenal this season, they've taken the lead 14 times this season and won only 7 games. So what that tells me from the outside looking in is that there's not enough leaders on the pitch, there's not enough enough in-game managers, and that's something that Arteta will be looking at. I think with Ozil, the thing is with Ozil, when he's on the ball, he's still one of the most talented players in the Premier League. But it's okay to have that, but you have to have the other side as well, which is the defensive side. And I think if you look at where Arteta's come from, is in terms of Manchester City with Guardiola, you look at the world-class players that they've got. Yes, they're world-class at going forward, but the first thing the demand of them is when they lose that ball, they've got to go and win it back. And if you've got a team that has, say, 8 or 9 players on the pitch that when you lose the ball, they're going to press hard to try and win it back. If you've got 2 players that aren't, then it's going to lead to problems because it means the other team can then pick you off. And I think that's Arteta's perspective, is that it's all well and good being great on the ball, but you have to be able to give for the team when you're out of possession as well in order to win the ball back.
Yeah, he's just got a year on his contract. So is this going to be dominating our thoughts, our talks over the next sort of 12 months or so? Would any team take Ozil with the money that he's on at the moment? And can he redeem his career at Arsenal, or is it too late for that?
For me personally, I think at Arsenal is too late. Yeah, because like Danny said, modern football today, you have to be good on both sides of the game. It's good to be good on the ball, but when you lose it, you need to get it back. Then every team play like that now. If you look at the Liverpool, their front three, the ways they work hard for the team. Is an example for every team to see, and I think it's going to be difficult for Ozil at Arsenal. I think it's going to be difficult for Ozil in any other clubs because team can see now he's not playing at Arsenal, and everyone know how he is when he don't have the ball. And I don't think any team will want to pay that type of wages for a player, which is not the full package really.
Yeah. Danny, I just want to come back to you on that sort of in-game captains or in-game managers and strong characters. And I wonder where the line is here. We saw Matteo Guendouzi down at Brighton. He hasn't featured since. There's been talk of him heading out of the Emirates. Okay, he would argue that he was standing up for Bernd Leno, his teammate there, and was defending his own players. But where is the dividing line here?
The dividing line is leading by example. And I think it's as simple as that. One of the things is, and this is the problem that Arteta has, is that we've seen some wonderful young players at Arsenal. You know, Guendouzi would be one of them. We've seen some good young players coming through the academy. But the problem is that if you don't have leaders or too many leaders in terms of senior professionals, the younger players, it's very, very difficult for them because they need the guidance. And I guarantee you that if Guendouzi, you look at it, if he was at a club like, say, Liverpool or a Manchester City or the top Arsenal teams in years gone by, that would not have happened because there would have been senior professionals that would be making sure that's not happening on the pitch. He would know straight away that it's unacceptable. So that's what I'm talking about is in terms of the leadership side of things. Not only leadership is in terms of in-game managers, but leadership that can help some of the younger players. Because like I've said, Arsenal have some very good young players that are worthy of having the opportunity. But it's very, very difficult for them to come into a team where your senior players, they can't be leaders themselves because they're actually trying to control their own game and trying to get their own game up to scratch. So it's a tough one, and I think that's what Arteta will be looking for. I think any signings that are coming in, he'll be demanding that they are leaders, captain material, that A, can control the dressing room, and B, as importantly, young players that are coming through can help to guide them.